George?
Morning, dear. Looking for Joyce. Joyce! I need to talk to her rather urgently. Is she around?
Sorry, but did you just let yourself in?
Well, I've been ringing the bell for quite some time. No one answered the door.
That should have been a good indication to you that either no one's home or someone's busy.
I am a man of God, and God needs no invitation. Besides, George knows me well, and so does Joyce. And speaking of Joyce, where is she? I have a little business to discuss with her.
Well, she's clearly not here, is she?
But she's always here, looking after old George. How else would he manage the way he is these days?
Oh, that Joyce, the caretaker.
Yes, that's the one. Where is she?
I'm sorry, but I don't know you. It's best that you get in touch with George's daughter, Sarah. She'll tell you all about it.
But why? Something happened? Listen. I'm Father Rob Collins, a long-time family friend and a pillar of this community, and I think I have a right to know.
Well, all I can say is that my name's Angie, and I'm an agency nurse covering for Joyce during her absence.
Oh, well that makes sense, but... How long will you be here for?
Just a few weeks.
Few weeks? What do? What do I... This is no good at all.
Do you want a cup of coffee?
Coffee? No, I don't want no bloody coffee.
Okay, only asking.
This is just... dreadful. This house has fallen on hard times indeed.
What did you want from Joyce?
It's... I'm afraid I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm sure you understand that what's said in the confessional stays in the confessional.
Oh, go on. I won't tell anyone.
Well, in that case, okay. I just wanted to buy some of those special herbs from her. She's been growing them underground in her secret place. She wouldn't show me where, only she knows.
Oh. Okay, I get it. You're looking to buy some pot.
Sorry, just felt a little dizzy. My head's all funny.
Take a deep breath, and you'll be fine.
What?
Trust me, I'm a nurse.
What were we talking about?
Morning, nurse. Morning, father.
What? Another one? Who are you and how did you get in?
That's just Kieran. Don't mind him. He lives on the farm and does the sheep. Quite literally, I've heard people say.
Don't listen to that fool, nurse. He just likes to bully people, he does.
Well, you're Welsh, right? And I've seen you around sheep.
I'm a bloody shepherd. Of course I'm around sheep. I look after them.
These poor creatures look absolutely terrified every time you get near them.
That's exactly what I thought last time I came to your Sunday Mass, father.
And when was that, Kieran? 10 years ago? 20?
Stop bickering, you two. What did you want, Kieran?
Well, I was on my way to the sheep pen to feed my sheep, not do anything horrible, right? So I'm walking through the east yard towards the house. I'm not too happy, because it's absolutely pissing with rain out there, and I can already feel I have water in my boots. But then guess what I see? Poor old George is sitting right on top of the barn. I called out to him, I said, "Come on down, mate, you're gonna fall." But he just blanked me. So I thought I can't deal with this. Because really, I'm just here to look after the sheep. Crazy old people are way above my pay grade.
Shit.
Isn't it your responsibility to keep an eye on George at all times, nurse?
Lead me to the barn, Kieran. I'll deal with this.
Let's all go. By the sound of it, this situation may call for some divine intervention.
Bloody rain.
And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house. But it did not fall, because it had been founded on the rock.
Up there.
Fuck. Sorry. But why would he go up there?
Why don't you tell us? You're the caretaker.
George! Come down, for goodness sake!
See? Nobody listens to you, mate. And neither does George.
He probably can't hear me from up there.
Father Rob, any ideas?
I wish the Almighty gave us angels' wings at times like this. But since he doesn't, I think I'll resort to the next best thing.
Which is?
I'll pray for his safety, dear.
I guess it's better than nothing. Are you any good at climbing, Kieran?
Oh no, I ain't going up there, nurse. The planks are all rotten through. And those ladders, well, they weren't built for a man of my stature.
Or your weight.
Can you just bugger off? I don't even eat much. I got a fat gene from my mother. That makes my agility a wee low. So what?
Oh, I've seen you step dancing at the village fest. No fat gene hindering you there.
Fine. Last thing we need is you getting stuck on the roof as well. Has George done this before?
I wouldn't know. I usually stay with the sheep. I swear, if you call me a bloody sheepshagger once more...
Well, I've not called you anything. But you know what they say, Kieran. There's no smoke without fire.
This is one tall barn.
It's very old, too. George told me that his father built it back in the 50s.
Great. That'll make climbing it even more exciting.
I wonder if you can see my church from up there.
Why don't you climb it and find out?
Well, I'm not that curious.
You're both useless. I'll get him.
Good. That's what Joyce would do.
Be careful up there. Hey, lady! You're trying to kill me! Did you see that? This metal rod almost impaled me! It was this close!
Probably just bounce right off you.
Alright! Because I'm so fat? Is that it?
You said it, mate.
Can you please give us a word of warning before you start dropping heavy objects from up there? I mean, it's a close one this time.
Mind your heads down there. It's about to rain potatoes. Nice view, hmm? You can see for miles from up here.
Aye.
Do you mind if I sit down with you?
You sure? You'll get a wet bum.
It doesn't matter. I'm soaked through already.
That's a nice cup of tea.
It'll warm you up, George. You'll be all right.
Of course he'll be all right. He's a tough bloke. He wrestled bears and punched wolves back in his days. Isn't that right, George? Oh, I don't know about the bears, Kieran.
Where's Father Rob?
He said he was going to look around.
Yeah? I bet he's snooping again. Why are you here, Kieran?
What do you mean? I live here.
Not in this house, you don't.
But I've known George for a long time. We're all pals. He doesn't mind. You don't mind, do you, George? Oh, I don't mind, Kieran.
Well, if George doesn't mind, then neither do I guess. You can stay. I mean, as long as you don't sneak up on people, or, like, murder me.
I won't murder you. Nah, too much trouble getting rid of the body. Besides, let's just be friends, for George's sake.
Fair enough. I'm not looking for enemies.
I tell you what, I'll cook dinner for everyone first, and then we'll shoot some bottles. How about that?
Oh, so you can cook too?
Hell yeah, I can. I make a smashing roast lamb with Brussels sprouts and mint sauce and all. George loves it, but there's no oven in my caravan, so I'd have to cook here.
I don't know, Kieran.
I think we could all use a proper meal after a morning like this. But I'm going to need some cooking wine. I doubt there's any here. George has always been a sherry kind of guy. Someone say sherry? There's a bottle of red in my caravan. Could you get it for me, please?
Why can't you get it yourself?
A dinner like this is a lot of work. I'll never make it on time if I don't get started on the vegetables straight away. Plus, the old leg's hurting, like a son of a bitch. And you'll be walking that way anyway. Joyce always does, this time of day.
To do what?
To feed Richard some carrots.
Richard?
The horse. He lives in the box just outside the big barn.
Richard. That must be the worst horse name I've ever heard.
Well, I always say he should be called Vicious instead.
Why's that? Does he bite?
We have a love-hate relationship, me and Richard. Every time I pass by his box, he looks like he'd love to rip my head off and kick it like a football.
A horse playing football. Now that would be a sight to behold. Carrots, you say? You sure Richard's not a rabbit?
All horses love carrots. Don't you know that?
Yeah, sure. Of course I knew that.
You go in then, because I'm sure Richard's starving.
Have you had your breakfast yet? Because you can have this doner kebab if you want.
Oh, nice. You sure you don't want it?
I'm sure. Yes.
All right. Nice. This'll keep me going until dinner. Cheers, nurse.
I'll go then. Anything else I should do while I'm there? Milk the cows? Harvest the crops?
No. Just get the wine and give Richard some carrots so he can love you forever.
Okay. But you better watch George while I'm gone.
I won't let him out of my sight, nurse.
What are you even doing here? Are you deaf? That man's gonna turn you into dinner. Run!
We're not eating Midge. There's lamb meat in the freezer, silly.
Oh, right. Then, I guess you can relax, Midge. Just don't look in the freezer.